Allie, last week we talked about some of the interesting information in our New Revised Bible, and we glanced at page 1744, chart A6. It's entitled Prophets and Kings of Judah and Israel. Do you remember what caught our attention?
Yes, I saw the name Queen Athaliah, and I never knew there was a queen before.
Neither did I. And so I wanted to do some research on this particular queen, and I wanted to share it with you today as a part of our study. What do you think?
Okay.
Okay, so the Inside Book gives us a little bit of information about who this queen was. She was the daughter of Jezebel and King Ahab. Now, do you remember who Jezebel was?
Yes, she was a bad queen.
Correct. Why don't we learn a little bit more about Athaliah and her husband, King Jehoram? It's found at 2 Chronicles, chapter 21, verse 6. Can you read that for us, Allie?
Yes, it reads, "He walked in the way of the kings of Israel, just as those in the house of Ahab had done. For Ahab's daughter had become his wife, and he kept doing what was bad in Jehovah's eyes."
So, Allie, what does the Bible tell us about King Jehoram and Athaliah?
He followed other kings and did what was bad in Jehovah's eyes.
Yes. Later in the account, we find out that Athaliah's son died. And because she wanted to become queen so bad, she killed all those who were in line for the kingdom. But she did not kill the infant Jehoash. He was protected. Why don't we find out more about little Jehoash? And it's found at 2 Chronicles, chapter 22, verse 11. And I'll go ahead and read that for us. And it says, "However, Jehoshabeath, the daughter of the king, took Jehoash, the son of Ahaziah, and stole him away from among the sons of the king who were to be put to death. And she put him and his nurse in an inner bedroom. Jehoshabeath, the daughter of King Jehoram, she was the wife of Jehoiada, the priest, and a sister of Ahaziah, managed to keep him concealed from Athaliah so that she did not put him to death." So, who protected Jehoash?
His aunt.
Yes, it was his aunt and his uncle. They protected him because they followed Jehovah. During this time, Jehoash was hidden. Athaliah became queen, and she ruled for 6 years, from 905 to 899 BCE, just like the chart mentioned on chart A6.
So what happened to him?
Well, it turns out that once Jehoash became 7 years old, his uncle, Jehoiada, brought him out of hiding and set him up as the rightful king of Judah.
What did Athaliah do?
Why don't we read about it? It's found at 2 Kings, chapter 11, verse 13 through 16. And I'll read this for us, Allie. And it says, "When Athaliah heard the sound of the people running, she immediately came to the people at the house of Jehovah. Then she saw the king standing there by the pillar, according to the custom. The chiefs and the trumpeters were with the king, and all the people of the land were rejoicing and blowing the trumpets. At this, Athaliah ripped her garments apart and cried out, 'Conspiracy! Conspiracy!' But Jehoiada the priest commanded the chiefs of the hundreds, those appointed over the army, and said to them, 'Take her out from among the ranks, and if anyone follows her, put him to death with the sword.' For the priest had said, 'Do not put her to death in the house of Jehovah.' So they seized her, and when she reached the place where the horses entered the king's house, she was put to death there." So what happened to Athaliah, Allie?
She was killed.
She was. And why do you think she was killed?
Because she wanted to go against Jehovah and do what was bad.
Yes. Unfortunately, Athaliah, even though she was queen, was a bad influence on her husband and those around her. Unfortunately, just like her mother, Jezebel. You know, we have this story in the Bible to teach us and to remind us that we must always do what's right in Jehovah's eyes.
So we can make Jehovah happy.
Yes.
Sister Sanchez, Sister Villarreal, thank you very much for developing that information. It's always challenging to